come and they lie to us at the doors, saying that they are police, making you think that it's okay to open the door. We need to abolish ICE. And that is our work today. Because what happened today, and we have been together since the very beginning. I showed up at the scene on Tuesday morning, watching the confusion of NYPD and ICE trying to figure out what happened. And there are so many questions that are coming out of what has transpired. And then moving everything here and watching how Carmen couldn't even connect directly to her own son when ICE agents were in front of the bed, aggressively pushing us away, not saying anything or communicating anything. That is a separation of family. It's not just happening at the border. It's happening here in our own hospitals. This is what we're saying no to. Basta. We got to abolish ICE. Abolish ICE. And so, Carmen, estamos aquí con ustedes, con toda la familia, porque la solidaridad es necesario. Es necesario. The solidarity is necessary here. And I'm glad that all of you with privilege that are here today, that have citizenship, I want you to think about what's going to happen next. This is an escalation that is not going to stop. This is the new normal. And so are you ready? Yes! Are you ready to call and abolish ICE? Yes! Are you ready to call on the things that we need to do here in the city to make sure that this doesn't happen? Then let's do it. Si se puede.
Si se puede. Que se vayan. Si se puede. Si se puede. Si se puede. Giovanni Williams.
I want to thank my hermano Carlos Machaca, who's been there for the whole time. I just want to say thank you. He's doing his job as elected official. I want to thank 1199 and the nurses for bringing this together. Appreciate it so much. And all of y'all for being here. You represent the better America. There is a part of America that has always tried to otherize people, that has always tried to say only some people belong here. And unfortunately, that is ingrained in the birth of this nation. And those people have a president in the White House that they keep lifting up and lifting up. And the Republicans should be ashamed of themselves. So we can't let them go. But we have to remember, there are millions of Americans who are championing what he's doing. And so we make sure that we are part of the better and the real America that wants to make sure that we will always remember that everybody belongs on this soil and everybody deserves to breathe the air that we're breathing right now. And that's the better America that I want to lift up. What happened here is disgusting. But we knew it would happen. We knew it would escalate. We knew that it wasn't just bad hombres and violent people. We knew that they would deport veterans. We knew that they would deport people who were just trying to go to work. We knew that they were going to deport people who are doing what people have done in time after time for millennia, which is travel to find the best place for their families so they can feed their families. That's all people are trying to do. And the Gestapo, and I'm going to keep saying that, because this is similar to what happened in Germany. And this is not an exaggeration. People should research history and research leadership who shut down media, and research leadership who tried to deport populations, and research leadership who tried their best to make sure if you disagree with them and push it aside. Research leadership that supported secret police that came out, didn't identify themselves, jumped on you and tried to kidnap you. Research that. They are now shooting people unarmed, going to a place of healing and kidnapping. That's what's happening. And I want to do something for people who are supporting this. Let's make something real that is perhaps unbelievable. These are human beings with families and loved ones who are hurting, who simply want to live a life that you live. And them doing that does not take away from you. people who are taking away from you are in the White House and the Republicans that support you. Don't get that confused. There's enough for all of us here in this country. Enough so that everyone can work to feed their families. Enough so we don't kidnap people in a place of healing. Enough so that we don't shoot unarmed people. ICE needs to be abolished. The American version of Gestapo needs to be abolished. And we do not want you here. The better America does not want you here. And the better New York City does not want you here. Get out! And all I'm asking everyone of good conscience is do whatever you can with what you have, where you are, to stop this madness from happening. And we have a few months to get a bigot out of the White House. Let's remember that. We got a few months to get this man out of the White House. And history is going to remember all of those who lifted him up. There are a lot of us who look back at history and say what we would have done if we were there. There is now. It is happening now, and it is happening here. And as public advocate, I'm going to do whatever I can to stand up and protect all New Yorkers against anyone who wants to harm them. And right now, all ICE is doing is dividing and harming people. And we will stand up against them. Goodbye, Gestapo. Get out.
Goodbye, Gestapo.
We have another one shot. Eric Cruz, 26 years old, was shot. He was not armed. And now I know what they're going to do. They're going to construct a story like they do every time, but they're not going to fool us. I want you to express your love, your solidarity, and please welcome Carmen Cruz, mother of Eric. Carmen needs to know our feel, our solidarity, our support, that we stand up with her. And also, Fabiola Mendieta, please welcome both of them with a big New York expression of love, solidarity, and support. I want to say thank you.
La verdad, es una bendición que todos estén aquí apoyando a mi hijo.
Gracias. No, I'm gonna speak Spanish. I'm sorry. Thank you to each and every one of you. It's a blessing that you are here today with me and you're supporting my family and my son.
Quiero pedir sus oraciones para mi hijo que mañana tiene su cirugía y no sé cómo va a salir.
My son is scheduled for surgery tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen, but I want to ask you for your prayers. Please pray for him.
Quiero la libertad de Gaspar Avendaño.
And I want the freedom of Gaspar Avendaño.
Y de último quiero dar las gracias nuevamente por todo el apoyo y gracias por estar aquí.
And lastly, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here today. This is very important to my family.
No estás sola.
No estás sola. No estás sola. No estás sola. No estás sola. No estás sola. No estás sola.
Free gospel. Free gospel. Free gospel. Free gospel. Free gospel. Free gospel. Free gospel.
Just want to thank, I know a lot of you know me, that I've been doing a lot of work for the community. I want to thank everyone that's here today. This support that we've been receiving for the second day now from everywhere. I'm thankful for that. And like Jimani and Carlos were saying, this is an escalation. There was no need for ICE to come to our neighborhood. This happened 5 minutes away from House. This happened 3 blocks away from my son's school. We were walking to school direction, and what we saw in the street, blood all over the place, and this is unacceptable. We don't want this in our district. We don't want this in our neighborhoods. We don't want ICE and the men in the White House to rip our families. Thank you. It's all I can say for all the support and the love that we've been receiving. Ahora lo voy a decir en español. Este es un mensaje para el ocupante de la Casa Blanca. Lo que tú estás haciendo con nuestras familias y que las estás separando es totalmente inaceptable. Esto pasó en un distrito donde hay escuelas, donde hay guarderías, donde nuestros hijos pasaron caminando y vieron todo lo que estaba sucediendo y vieron sangre por todos lados. Fue en la hora que los niños estaban de camino a la escuela, donde ellos supuestamente están seguros. Vimos cómo ICE se metió al hospital el día de ayer y no se salió. Y aterrorizó a muchas familias, no solamente a la de Carmen. Y lo que Carmen está haciendo para proteger a su familia es un acto de corazón, porque sabemos que no es la única familia afectada. Y queremos que se salgan de nuestros vecindarios. No son bienvenidos. Nosotros no los necesitamos aquí. No necesitamos que sigan separando familias. Y también tiene que ser un mensaje para todos los jóvenes que ahora pueden votar. Que no tengamos miedo. Sus hijos de todos esos inmigrantes tienen el poder y tienen la voz. Y tenemos la oportunidad más grande el 2020. Y lo podemos sacar de la Casa Blanca. Y el censo, él sabe que esto es una estrategia política. Él sabe que el censo está aquí también. Y tenemos que salir a las calles y abrir las puertas para que nos hagamos contar. Somos muchos, somos millones y necesitamos sus voces aquí. Gracias nuevamente a todos los que están aquí con todo el apoyo. Muchas gracias.
Public advocate, ICE must be abolished.
Yes.
And if we have a Congress that is not willing to do that, we need to do it at a state level, state by state. So I hope that we listen very clearly. I do have a resolution calling for ICE to be abolished in the New York State Assembly, which I introduced last year. And I think we need to continue to talk about that resolution, and we need to make sure that now that we have the Senate in the Assembly in our side, that we move that resolution forward. Pero es importante que nosotros eliminemos a ICE y pasemos una resolución a nivel estatal demandando de que ICE tiene que eliminarse completamente y la injusticia tiene que acabar.
The young progressives of America. Carlos?
Hello everyone, we're standing here with Carmen and her family, who was the victim of a vicious and violent attack.
Hate crime.
It was a hate crime.
Yes.
Now, earlier today we saw the scenes of what happened. We had ICE agents who were inside a hospital who should have never been there. Carry out Gaspar like a dog, carrying him out like he was not even human after he had already been attacked outside of his home by ICE. And what did they do? They quickly kidnapping him, because that's what he did. It's kidnapping. And when members of the community tried to stop that, they stood up, clergy. We had leaders of the community. What happened? They were shoved away.
Yes.
And I do want to point out that NYPD was one of the people shoving people out of the way.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
We need to start examining how broken windows policing, how local law enforcement is enabling these things. But we also have to keep our eye on the real issue, which is the fact that we have a white supremacist organization, ICE. It is a terrorist organization.
Yes.
That is ripping apart families, that is shooting people.
Yes.
Let's not forget that right now there is an ICE agent who just shot Eric in the face and is free. Is that fair?
No.
According to the legal
freedom of Gaspar.
Freedom!
Free Gaspar now!
Free Gaspar now! Free Gaspar now! Free Gaspar now! Free Gaspar now!
Let's fight to free Gaspar. We've done it before, and I am so heartened to see so many people who I've collaborated with before. Also Chaka being one of them. When Pablo Villavicencio in 2018 was being deported. When we had Edison Barros, and what happened? People came together like we did here, and we stopped that deportation together.
Yes.
Now, en español, real quick, lo que acaba de pasar hoy fue un crimen de ICE que aterroriza nuestras comunidades. Como joven latino inmigrante, estoy viendo cómo este país está tornando en contra de nuestras comunidades. Lo está destruyendo. A Eric le dispararon en la cara, es un crimen. Estamos llamando de que esa gente de ICE se enfrente a la justicia por el crimen. Y también estamos pidiendo la libertad de Gaspar. Y tenemos que eliminar a ICE. We need to abolish ICE. Y tenemos que sacar a Trump de la Casa Blanca. We need to kick out Trump of the White House. Together, juntos, sí se puede. Sí se puede.
Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede.
The nurses, the New York State Nurses Association, nurses. 1199 SCIU. And the Committee of Interns and Residents. And I would like to take the opportunity to call the representative of the Committee of Interns and Residents to come and say a few words. Mohit Guard.
I am here representing community of interns and residents. We are doctors here, about 450 of all of them. We work in the hospital and we take care of everyone despite of their status. And we want our patients to feel safe. And there is no ICE in the hospital. I want everybody to know that we are here to help people. And we are united here. I can also say that there are 17,000 national members of CIR that stand with our hospital, and I'm representing our union here today.
Thank you, doctor. And we are proud to stand with our doctors and with our nurses and to say, ICE out of the hospital!
ICE out of the hospital! ICE out of the hospital! ICE out of the hospital! ICE out of the hospital! ICE out of the hospital!
Somebody that learned his whole life what being in a sanctuary city, my friend and comrade Ravi Ragbir.
So I went too hard today, right? It was here, 11.99 and nurses. It's gonna keep me warm, but it also means that I expect them to carry me on their shoulders when I am facing deportation, when our members are facing deportation, when our communities are facing deportation. What we want to do is, it is not one heart we have, it's all of us. You cannot have a sanctuary city without a sanctuary people. We are the people. We're the people. The people shall prevail. Every time we see ICE, whether we are from 1199 or NYSNA, or whatever union, or whatever law community, or NYIC, or anyone, every time we see them, we need to highlight that they are here and we are here to stop them.
Yes.
You have to stop them. Not Carlos, not Felix, not Jumani. You have to stop them. We have to stop them. We are here today for Carmen, for Gaspar, for Eric. They shot a man in the face. They looked at him in his eye and shot at him. That ain't right. I am angry. What we want to do is, I'm calling upon you. Today we are doing this rally. Tomorrow we will have a rally. Sunday we will have a rally. Whatever day we are going to have rallies, because we are here to free Gaspar. Yes. We are here to free Gaspar. Yes. We are here to free our communities. Yes. We are here to free our city. Yes. We are here to free our state. Yes. We are here to be free of that racism. We are here to be free of Nazism. We are here to be free of the Ku Klux Klan. Right. Yes. So everyone here has to... I am going to stop. Right, they are Gestapo. ICE is a Gestapo, right? We need to smash the Gestapo. We need to smash ICE. Everyone here needs to step up and be part of that. Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. 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 El pueblo united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
And now, I would like to bring my fellow union member from 1199 SEIU, Vice President Bonita Mars, and one of our leaders in the hospital, one of our union delegates, John Luongo, who alerted us yesterday on what was going on here inside the hospital.
Good afternoon, sisters and brothers. I'm so glad to see you all here, and I want to express our solidarity with the family of the Cruz brothers. And we are here. I'd like to introduce John Luongo, who is a delegate, child life specialist here at the institution, to talk briefly.
Thank you, Cora, and thank you to my sisters and brothers in 1199, in NISNA, and in CIR. I'm here today as a frontline healthcare worker. Just came out off the clock after work to say, ICE out of the hospital! My heart goes out to the family of Eric and Gaspar, as my heart goes out to patients and families in the hospital seeing ICE agents while they're trying to get treatment and heal. That is terrifying. That is a form of terror, to see ICE when you are trying to heal in the hospital. And so I say, ICE out of the hospital! ICE out of the hospital! As Cora said, I work in pediatrics. I'm a child life specialist. We help lower the stress and the fear that patients and families are having about being in the hospital. ICE has no business being in our hospital. It can only raise the stress and raise the fear, and that is not what we are about. So I stand with my sisters and brothers once more to say loud and clear, ICE out of the hospital! ICE out of the hospitals! ICE out of the hospitals! ICE out of the hospitals!
Our delegates told us yesterday that they wanted to do something about it. They did not want to sit silently and observe what was taking place in our institution. This is a hospital that's supposed to be a safe endeavor to make sure that we do what has to be done. I would like to just briefly say our president issued a statement yesterday, George Gresham, and just briefly, we as a city have a responsibility to stand up against threats to our sisters and brothers as they fight to navigate day-to-day life in a country that's becoming increasingly hostile to their freedom, health, and well-being. 1199 SEIU remains committed to fighting against injustice at this and every level, and we will remain both diligent and vigilant in standing up for our undocumented sisters and brothers in the face of this and any other threat to our safety and our liberty. Thank you. And now for the last two people that will speak, I would like to call two doctors, Dr. Orbach and Dr. Herzog, and their doctors for camp closing. And I'm talking about the camps in the water.
We're from Doctors for Camp Closure. We are here as physicians, as Americans, as fellow human beings. We're here because there have been crimes. There's been a crime against Gaspar. There's been a crime against Eric. There's been a crime against the city of New York. And these crimes have been committed by ICE, and they've been committed by the Trump administration.
We're here with a group called Doctors for Camp Closure. And we're calling out to the Trump administration, DHS, to ICE, CPP, that your policies and your actions bring shame to all of us. Shame. Whether it is shooting unarmed civilians, invading homes, invading hospitals, invading other safe spaces, forcing the separation of children from their parents, denying basic health care to the people that you have chosen to have a custodial responsibility over, or violating international law and domestic law by refusing to accept asylum seekers and refugees, the Trump administration and all of those who enable them, you are putting yourselves on the wrong side of history. You are putting yourselves on the wrong side of morality and justice in history. And I am here to say that never again means never again for everybody.
Don't come back. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. And before, abolish ICE. 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 Thank you, each and every one of you. And in closing, I would like to ask our sister Fabiola Mendieta to lead us in prayer for the surgery tomorrow that Eric is having, and which Carmen asked us to pray for her, for him, and for the freedom of Gaspar.